Julie Greenwald drops a bomb, the quiet major surges, and the Democrats have a better playlist. Welcome to the Unlimited Supply Podcast, your daily music business TLDR in your ear, powered by a punishing amount of TikTok scrolling, and brought to you by NoDisc, helping music, technology, and finance companies navigate the music industry. It's Viral Wednesday, August 7th, 2024, and I'm Lars Murray in New York City. Before we get into what's contagious this week, well, that didn't take long. It seemed odd last week to hear that Atlantic's Julie Greenwald would be sticking around as part of the new regime under Elliot Grange. Julie is famously hands-on, energetic, and direct, so it was hard to imagine how she would stay occupied as chairwoman but not CEO. Last Friday, we noted that it was all smiles and that the winners and losers would be sorted out. Well, it happened even faster than we thought. It's tough to fathom who wins and who loses as she exits, given her track record at Atlantic and the devotion of her employees. There were hints that all was not well. Hits Daily double twisted a knife, reporting that her new role was, quote, chairman of her desk. On Tuesday, she addressed a label town hall and told the Atlantic rank and file that she was out in January. A big damper on Brat's summer for Greenwald and her loyal charges, as Charlie XCX is driving the culture right now. Where will she go next? Well, she'll have plenty of options and a team that would happily join her wherever she goes. Just another illustration that hits don't always matter in the bigger corporate machinations. After all, for example, Sony BMG gutted Arista at the very moment that Usher was ruling the world in 2004. That one didn't turn out so well in the long run. We'll see about this one. Earnings season rolls on. Hybe reported earnings yesterday, a record $465 million. But its second quarter, April to June net profit was down 85.9% from a year earlier. Hybe results can't be helped by the internal soap opera involving subsidiary Adore's CEO. Even ahead of the call, Hybe hit the reset button with a new CEO and a major restructuring and a launch of a new label services organization in the U.S. just in the last 2 weeks. Hybe attributed the decline to new business startup costs and artist investments not expected to pay off until this quarter. Still, the numbers fell short of analysts' expectations. Glenn Peoples has the rundown in Billboard. Somebody was up early at Hits Daily Double today for the Sony Earnings call for their fiscal Q1, which runs April through June. The relatively quiet major reported revenue was up 23% year over year, driven by Beyonce, Future and Metro Boomin, and SZA. Warner Music's earnings report are out today. We'll cover that tomorrow and or Friday. Regardless of where you sit on the political spectrum, you're going to have to admit that the Democratic ticket has the cooler playlist. Noted former punk, Texas politician Beto O'Rourke posted on Instagram yesterday about the new vice presidential candidate Tim Walz that when they were in Congress, they enjoyed having conversations about Minnesota music, including Prince, Dylan, The Replacements, specifically Tim, and Husker Du. Add that to Kamala Harris's viral moment, revealing a pretty good command of jazz, and it looks like they have the Nick Hornby High Fidelity fan vote sewed up, which they probably did anyway. Well, I'm pretty sure Minnesota administers Prince competency tests before you can enter the state. Husker Du and Replacements are next level Minnesota. I wonder how Tim Walz feels about Soul Asylum. Over in the viral verse, TikTok's parent ByteDance yesterday launched an app called Jimeng AI in China only. What does Jimeng AI do? Well, it creates short videos based on written prompts. That's sure to remove another barrier to entry for the TikTok challenged, i.e. the olds who just can't figure out the interface. No word on when it will be available here, or even if, as it's equally likely to be incorporated into TikTok itself. Andrew Hutchinson over at Social Media Today has the coverage. Yep, social media has trades too. Who knew? Over on the charts, let's see what's contagious this week. On the Billboard TikTok 50, Claro's Juna ascends to number 1. Score another for the mouth trumpet. The highest entry is Croquet Club's 2016 track Summer, which went viral last year. It's viral again due to Olympic memes and sports memes in general. And this week we have 2 virals for the olds. No Doubt Just a Girl enters the chart at 37. There's not much of a pattern, but a lot of videos affirming or attacking condescending memes about, quote, girly things. Alphaville's classic Forever Young is also on the chart this week, writing a meme featuring a lot of people who are too young to be fretting about how they don't look young anymore, fretting about how they don't look young anymore. Grow up, people, you have no choice. Over on the Spotify US Viral 50, Big Dogs by Hanumankind, the Indian rapper with the motorcycle Wall of Death video, is still number 1 this week. The top entry is Angel of My Dreams, the debut solo single by Jade from Little Mix. It was released on July 19th and has spawned 12,000 dance videos. It goes straight at the Syco Music X Factor industrial complex with the quote, "Sold my soul to a psycho. Snap." And that's another Viral Wednesday. Support for the Unlimited Supply podcast is provided by Roy-Fi, which helps independent artists invest in their careers and hold on to their master and publishing rights. Drop us a rating and a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you like what you hear, and tell a friend or three. All links are in the show notes, but you can hit me directly on LinkedIn to tell us what you think about the show, to feed us info, to feed us lunch, to challenge us on our dubious assertions, and to tell us what we're missing out on. I'm Lars Murray, and remember, in this business, no conflict usually means no interest.